everyone does, but I find it very good. Basically, I start off with two big plastic bags, well, bin liners, and you put all your important stuff in the inner plastic bag, like your sleeping bag, so that goes in, and your clothes, so these goes in. Then put them in. Now you put the food on top of your clothes in the inner one. So here we are, food. Other food. And then you can put all of your important stuff, like coat, so your wet and rainproof coats in the outer bag, and stuff like other useful bits and bobs like your diary and stuff in the outer one. And then you put your water in the side pockets, and then you should always put your sleeping mat wrapped in a bag to keep it dry when it's raining. And that goes here. And you can put your rubbish bag on the side through pocket or a little loop, and then just tie it on. And then put the rest of the tent also goes inside the outer bag, but we haven't packed that up yet, so we'll do that in a second. And that's basically it.
Right, cheers, Eddie.
When working with a stove or trangie, make sure you have matches and a lighter, especially a lighter, because if matches go wrong, i.e. they get a bit damp, you'll need a lighter as a backup. With food, make sure it's easy to cook and has high calories, as you'll need to use the energy on the walk later. And if working with water, in a lock especially behind me, make sure you boil the water, because it's probably not the most pleasant of stuff to drink or to cook food in.
I think my highlight was, after walking for such a long time during the day, getting to camp and making food. My downside was I had the strap on my rucksack snap, and I had to use my ingenuity just to keep on going, and also I had several nosebleeds like in one day.
My greatest highlight was playing cards in our tent while everyone else was outside being bitten like by midges. And my low light was the blisters and the fact that by the end I could barely walk.
Well, I suppose my favourite thing about DV was actually finishing it, and felt quite a good sense of achievement after that. My least favourite experience is probably getting eaten to death by midges on the second night. I was scarred for quite a bit after that, so yeah, not a very enjoyable experience.
Well, my least favourite experience from DV was on the first day when I had tonsillitis and we got stuck in the forest and in rivers and stuff. And my highlight was probably in the last night when we were just chilling by the lake, having a good time.
I suppose my highlight would have been getting out of the forest, which we spent 10 hours in on the first day. My downside was getting blisters, infected midge bites on my ankles, and no chest strap across my back.
I think I found that my high point of the Duke of Edinburgh was having a clean, dry pair of trainers to put on in the evening to get out of my uncomfy, wet boots. Unfortunately, my down point was the plague of midges that swarmed us in the evenings.
I think my highlight was definitely camping beside Loch Ness, because it was a nice atmosphere, a really cool place. And my low point was probably the food, because I didn't really A, pack enough, or B, pack very good stuff. So that was a bit of a downer. 2 essentials in matches and lighters, especially. You have 2 essential. Fergus, you're laughing. Come on. There's no way we can do it. Whenever you work. FP. Matches, but assuming that they don't get wet, because that could. Fergus, you're such a. With a stowage or. With a stowage or. With a stowage or. When working with a trangy or a stove like this one, no.
Go.
When working behind me, you need to boil it first to get rid of any antibodies or things that are not going to do anything great for you. Okay. With food, make sure it's easy to cook and has high calories. With water, if you're beside a locks.
Ben McDonald.
Here we go.